What's up in the loop? It's Hyde checking in from Six Flags over Texas, which may or may not be open. It's raining. Oh, there's people in the park. Okay, we're good. Here, get the side here. We are at the original Six Flags over Texas. Despite coming into Dallas a lot recently, I've never timed it with actually the park being open. So this is my first time coming to the park in about like 10 years. So really excited. We're going to pay for parking here and get in, and we'll catch you on the inside. Love the view you get from the parking lot here with Titan just standing over the whole parking lot. It's really cool. And the good news is, big rainstorm, kind of see how wet the ground is. Seems like the entire park is leaving. So should make for a good night considering it is a Saturday in the summer. You never know how busy that could be. Here is the entrance to Six Flags over Texas, the original park. Pretty neat entrance here. I really like it. So we'll see how good this visit ends up being. We went in to redeem our season flash pass to skip the line passes, and everything is closed, they said. So we'll see. It is 7 o'clock, and they open back up they stay open until 10 o'clock. So we shall see. And this is one of the things I love showing off about this park is it does have some pretty good theming elements for a regional park. The El Sombrero, I mean, just look at that. I wish it was operating so we could get the full effect, but even like lights on the wall back there, pretty cool. So some outdoor rides are open. The swinging ship is open. The antique cars are open. The petting farm is open. But stuff like that, and all the coasters are still closed. This is pretty cool. I haven't seen this at a Six Flags park before, where the food stand has a secret menu only available to get you to order through the app. Pretty neat. So this is the one credit I don't have. What did you say? It looks like
It looks like one of the mouse thingies, but like upside down.
Yeah, technical term there. Mouse thingies. Coming in 2022 now. Aquaman. Now this is one, there's a lot of parks that are delaying rides. It was a little bummer when we heard that this ride was delayed until we heard that they're actually going to go back and add the turntable so that they can get more capacity on this thing, which is great. I've never seen one of these in person. I haven't been to Germany in a while. This thing is huge. You see them in pictures and stuff. You don't realize how much. I mean, that has to be at least like 150 yards or something. Pretty big footprint, and the track is ginormous as well. So really looking forward to coming back to ride this in 2022. Found a better angle of the construction for Aquaman here. You can see the ride structure and everything's about done, but they still have it all set up for one station, which we know they're changing. So it looks like probably ever since they made that decision, it hasn't been touched. So we're being filmed in early June. They have to probably open it next May. So I'm not worried about it yet, but be interesting to see when construction picks back up. This has to be one of my favorite ride entrances. It's just really well done for a great ride. You kind of see over here, Batman has people on it. So we're in this short little line for Mr. Freeze here, hoping that it opens up momentarily. And we are going in our first ride, Mr. Freeze. We picked this one. We figured we had limited time. Batman, we got over Six Flags over Georgia by house. This one's a unique ride. It's only a few parks. So again, I appreciate the theming they tried here. Go left. If we can, I don't know. And here's where you pick one side or the other. We're gonna go left. Here's the train coming back in. It's pretty cool that they're running 2 stations here. You'll see that if you're not familiar with this ride, that side slides over. That just came off like the main track there for the launch. And as soon as they clear this one will slide over as well. And you have some pretty cool theming elements inside here too. stay there. Some crazy hang time. I haven't been on this ride in 11 years. It's been 11 years since 10 years since I've been to this park or St. Louis, and I forgot how great of a ride this is. It really packs a punch. Really cool how it kind of holds you back up there, holds you for a second. I'm surprised this ride doesn't get talked about more. It's great. And just like that, it opens up. This is my very first RMC. I came out here opening year. Didn't know what to expect, and I haven't been back since. So it'll be really interesting. But on, you know, a dozen-ish RMCs. Let's go finally take a spin. Unfortunately, Titan is like done, like blocked off for good. So I don't know if Titan's gonna be running, but at least we'll get a RMC. Can never go wrong with the day with an RMC. So one of my favorite things about this ride station is the chicken coop. And if you go out the chicken exit there or the parent swap area, it makes chicken noises inside the station. Wow, you know, I've heard a lot of people say different things about this over the years. You know, that the ending isn't as strong compared to other RMCs. I'm going to put some hot takes here, and you know, please correct me in the comments because I know you will. But that is a really, really, really good ride. I think it holds up extremely well. I don't see any slowdown on the back half. I mean, I got airtime on every single hill on this ride, and really strong airtime. And I would say this is still a top few RMCs for me, top 5 RMCs maybe. Not top 3 or 4, just because, man, those trains really help. The current RMC trains, they dig into you and make airtime pretty painful on some of those ejector airtimes, and this is just a lot more enjoyable for that reason. So it's pretty dark. Everything else is pretty much closed, so time to head out. At least head towards the exit. Maybe something else will open. This video has a bit of split personality. After yesterday's, what you already saw some of the video, kind of a downer of a day at Six Flags due to weather. I am back. It is much more sunny, and I see all the main rides running. So hopefully the second part of this video is going to have a very different tone, as we're going to get on a new to me coaster. That's always a good time, as well as ride some other rides, since yesterday all we got to do was ride New Texas Giant and Mr. Freeze. Not two of the better rides here, so not a bad way to start. But we currently are sitting at 7:30. We have an hour and a half, so by the time I get in, probably almost an hour to tackle a couple things. Let's go on in. Yesterday, Titan was completely closed off, and now it is running. So anxious to check this one out. Always was a fan of Goliath at Magic Mountain. Rode this once when we were here at Six Flags many years ago. I remember really liking it. So I feel like they don't get the love they deserve. Let's see if that's still a true statement.
Asegurar que sus niños mantengan unas 48 pulgadas de alto que es enforzado. Una vez que
just as good as I remember it. Super intense in the helixes. I feel like just because there's that only like one pop of airtime on the whole thing, doesn't get talked about as much. And look, I'm a big airtime guy, but still a really great ride. And then we pan over here, if we want to talk about airtime, New Texas Giant. Read about it yesterday when I rode it, and time to ride it more because it's that good. Tony Hawk the ride, no, Pandemonium. Sorry, forgot they dropped the license. I really like these. These like how it's a mix of, like, you still got some drops, you got some wild mouse elements like right there, some helixes. It's actually a really good layout. Glad they built a couple of these across the chain. I think it's a great, like, mid-sized ride. One coaster you definitely don't hear a lot about is the Runaway Mine Train. It is a must ride for the historical significance. It is one of the very first steel tubular coasters built by Aero, obviously giving it the designation as the Ace Coaster Landmark. And it's just really cool. It's actually, you know, despite being one of the very first mine train, it is actually probably one of the best mine trains because of the layout. The layout goes through tunnels and show scenes. Wish I could show you that on the video, but obviously no on-ride video, but make sure you check it out. It's also pretty cool. They have a mini mine train right there, and they're kind of mixed together. So it's like, I think that track goes there. Just a jumble of track, all under Mr. Freeze. Neat little theming element here. You know, this building looks like it's the backside of a train station. This is actually the backside of Mr. Freeze. That they just, you know, put some wood up on it, painted some, you know, like rail company only, multi-purpose. I like that.
Hey, Michael. Oh, hi. 300 feet. 300 feet.
And we are up top of the giant oil decker. It doesn't operate very often. I've been here a few times this week, and this is the first time it is open because it gets quite windy up here. Just to call out where we kind of are. My focus doesn't work completely, but that is the Texas Rangers new baseball stadium. That's their old one. That's Jerry going back in there. Dallas Cowboys, and you see like Titan. Oh, sorry for the focus there. That is the Texas Rangers new stadium there. Stadium right there. Jerry will the Dallas Cowboys play right there. Not too far from the park here. You do get a great view of Titan and your Texas Giant from here. Look at the whole park, really. Newer section of the park here. Hey, Six Flags, can we get a couple trees back here? Whew. This late at night is still pretty hot in the Texas heat. Harley Quinn Spinsanity is actually running, which is great to see. And then you got the Joker free spin coaster here. It's pretty neat when you are coming into the park off the expressway. This like almost nearly overhangs the road and like the expressway. Makes a pretty cool statement to come in. So gonna jump in line. They don't offer Flash Pass on this yet because it's still quote unquote new. But hey, this park keeps the lines open to the end of the day, so you can do the usual wait to the end of the day trick and jump in. So. This is actually my only second free spin, besides the Fiesta Texas one. I just keep timing them when parks at them. Still not my favorite ride, but I liked it better than my first experience. Pretty crazy, lots of spins that time around. Props to Six Flags. The park closes in about 5 minutes. This broke down 20 minutes before closing, and maintenance is cycling it and getting ready to reopen for the last few minutes of the park. Not my kind of ride, but I'm putting this on video because I'm sure it's probably not a lot of people's rides. It just looks really, really cool. I could cut the video now, but I'm just mesmerized, and I figured if you're watching this, you probably are too. Pretty neat, pretty crazy. All right, that's enough. I'm getting dizzy watching it. Sometimes it's the simple rides. This ride here and at Over Georgia always has a pretty decent line. I mean, this line's longer than the Joker roller coaster. Probably cost a quarter of the price too. Before this closed down, that had the longest line in the park probably. One ride I didn't ride, if I have the credit, is this one right here, and I'm featuring it simply as a Cedar Point fanboy in me. It takes me right back to good old Disaster Transport with that roar. I feel like I'm right back on the Cedar Point beach. We'll also just add, as we wrap up here, how great the operations were here. I mean, Six Flags used to get a pretty bad rap for operations, but every coaster had multiple people on the platform running multiple trains, not stacking at all. Everyone was hustling. I mean, props to them. It was 90 degrees and humid, and they were running around like crazy. So really good to see that Six Flags is giving a lot of focus on operations. Makes the experience a lot better overall. Thanks for watching, guys. Keep it tuned on the channel. A lot more Six Flags videos from across the chain.
Poor Aquaman. He gets the worst movie and half a roller coaster.
She thinks it ends right there. She goes, where are they going to build the rest of it?